So in this video we are going to look at association rule mining with Weka, the little software that is available for free and made available by the University of Weka. Thank you to them for that tool and also for the videos that are available online for free. So first thing, we will call for a data set and we will look at association rules in that data set. Okay, I'm opening the Explorer, open file. I'm gonna look for a data set I have somewhere. Weka data, contact lens. Here we go. First thing that is interesting, you can see that in that data set, if I look at age, it's not actually numerical. It's young, pre-presbyopic, and presbyopic, and so on. So basically, those are nominal data, okay? Type nominal. Indeed, we don't have numerical data, and that's why we are not looking at correlation between numbers, but between variables, but more like association, all right? You can see that that data set is made of 24 instances, so there are 24 rows, if you prefer, in the data set. And you can see that we have several categories for each of the dimensions or each of the variables. Okay, no, yes, sometimes. All right, so we have our data set here, and we'll go into associate, since we will look at association. And you can see that the algorithm that we will look at by default is the a priori algorithm. There are other algorithms, and it doesn't show very well here, available by default in Weka. But we will look at a priori since that's the one we studied in our book and in our online content. And so if I open the a priori algorithm, you can see that there are settings that I can play with to change a little bit what's being done by the algorithm. So I will not look at those settings right now because we will do that a little bit in the homework, and I invite you also to discover that by yourself. But basically, you can see that we will ask for a certain number of rules, that there are minimum threshold that we want to go pass by, that there are also upper bounds that we want to respect, that we want to classify things by either confidence level or lift. There are all other conditions that we didn't talk about, so we'll take confidence. But you see that there are several ways of manipulating things here, and if you click more, you can discover a little bit about that. Or if you go on YouTube, they have plenty of videos to help us with Weka. Okay, so we'll take the default here and just say OK, and you will see that in the homework I will have you do. I will ask you to play with that and to tell me what you have done. Okay, and I will just start the analysis. It's pretty easy. Here we go, and you can see that it gives us a recap of what we have done. Okay, 24 instances, 5 dimensions or variables or attributes. They are nominal, so we will be able to conduct the a priori algorithm. Otherwise, it would have sent error message if it was not nominal. We would have known that before. It wouldn't make an analysis otherwise. We see the parameters. We see that we want a confidence level of at least 90%. That comes from our settings when we click on a priori. All right. You can see that you have 11 one-item sets that go above the threshold. You have 21 two-item sets and 6 three-item sets. All right. And we've asked only for 10 rules. We could have more rules if we ask for more, but basically it gives us the 10 best rules, and I can expand a little bit here. Okay, I could do more, but I wouldn't be in the screen anyway. And so it gave us 10 rules, and you can see that confidence here is 1, confidence is 1, or 100%, if you want to read it. It's not converted on percentage. Confidence is 1, confidence is 1. Because I said that my classification criterion is confidence, I have only the highest confidence, and for 10 rules, they all have a confidence of 1. If I ask for more, probably I would have lower confidence at some point. Okay, it would be classified by that setting, by that parameter. And here we can read, but that's our X on the left-hand side, and the Y, if you refer to the way I presented that in the online content and the way Sharda et al. Is presenting it. And our X is tier product rate, the value is reduced. It happened 12 times. And in parallel, you have the contact lens dimension or variable is set at none 12 times as well. Well, if you look at, if you were to calculate the support here, Weka doesn't give you a support percentage the way we have seen that in Sharda et al. It actually just counts the appearances of the X and the appearances of the Y. So it appears 12 times and it appears 12 times as well. Okay, so our support here is 12 times, it's 50% basically. And if I look at my confidence, that association appears 50% of the time. It's 50% of my data set, 12 out of 24 rows. And each time I have that, actually I have that. So that appears each time I have that. So I have a confidence of 100%. That's the idea, is how many times do I have Y appearing when X is at that value? Well, when X is at reduced, when X, sorry, I say X in French, when I have reduced on the left-hand side, then I have none for contact lenses all the time. So 100% of confidence for that one. And you can see that the lift is above 1. So indeed, I seem to have a true association between those two things. It's not by chance that it's happening, okay? I want lift to be above 1 to be sure that it's a true association. You can read the next one. The next one appears 6 times, and its counterpart is also appearing 6 times, so I have a confidence of 1, and so on and so on. I might want to actually rerun that and ask for more rules. Let's go for maybe 30 rules, and let's see if I stay at 100% of confidence in that case. Boom. I have 30 rules now. You see it created another output. I can just switch from one output to the other like that. So if I want to remember what I have done before, I just need to click on that and look at my description. Otherwise, I click on this one, and that's what I have done. And you can see that I asked, somewhere it is described, that I asked for 30 rules. Where is it said that I asked for 30 rules? Here we go. It says it here. Okay. And I'm still sorted by confidence. And if I go all the way to the bottom, I still have confidence of 1 for some of the association. So you see, there are many rules where I can find such a level of confidence. Okay. But anyway, that's not what's the most interesting. What's interesting is just the way we read those outputs. Let's look at the 30th rule of that output. Well, we can see that my X here is having myop on the spectacle prescription, and contact lenses equal hard at the same time. That appears 3 times. And when I had that association, well, 100% of the time, I also have the astigmatism equal yes, and tier product rate normal. Okay. So here, it's not by chance that this is happening. And actually, if you look at the lift is very, very high. Okay, so 4. That's something very convincing as an association rule. I could actually have an output classified by lift. Okay, start, here we go. And in that case, you could see that, here we go, the thing that has one of the highest lift, yes, if not the highest lift. I thought I saw a lift of 6 at some point, so I don't know if that is the highest or not, but it seems like it is the highest. The highest lift actually doesn't have the 100% confidence. You see, astigmatism equal no, tail production rate equal normal. That appears 6 times, and in that contact lens equal soft 5 times, right? So 5 divided by 6, it's 83. So well, that's pretty much it. That's a little bit of an overview of association rule in Weka. Normally with that, you should be able to do the homework.